Today I want to talk to you about the 5 reasons that you may be hating your wardrobe and feel like you never have anything to wear. I've been in this position so many times in the past that I've lost count. All those times where I've had a wardrobe bursting with clothes and nothing to wear, nothing looks good, none of the outfits that I imagine in my head look good in real life, none of my clothes pair together, and I end up reaching for the same 5 items day in, day out. Recently, I feel like I've turned a corner and I feel really happy with where my wardrobe is at. I feel really content with the pieces I have. I love everything. Everything works together quite well, and I feel like it's partly from my style uniform hypothesis. If you watch my style uniform video, you'll know what I spoke about in that, but it's partly down to that. But I have 5 additional reasons that I think might be the reasons that you are hating on your wardrobe. Before we get into the list, I want to say a big thank you to Organic Basics for sponsoring this video. You'll hear more about them in reason number 2. The first reason I think you may very well be hating your wardrobe at the moment is because you consume more than you create. This is such a common problem, something that pretty much all of us fall victim to, myself included. I love ideation, I love drawing inspiration, I love a good Pinterest board. In fact, even in my style uniform video, I said to curate a Pinterest board, and I do think it can be helpful, but I think there's a level, there's a line that you can cross where you're consuming more inspiration, more of other people's outfits, more ideation than you're actually creating yourself. And that's when it goes into a problematic area. This is not just in fashion, right? This is in art and life in general. If you have a hobby, but you're consuming more of it than you're creating, if you're a musician, but you're just constantly comparing yourself, listening to what other people are doing, and never actually playing your own instrument, then inevitably you're gonna fall into this rut where you feel like you're incapable of creating anything good. And it's the same with our outfits, right? If we're constantly scrolling Instagram, if we're constantly curating the perfect aesthetic outfit mood board on Pinterest, but we're never actually reaching into our own wardrobes to create our own outfits from our own clothes and experimenting with different combinations, trying things we wouldn't usually do, whether they end up working out or not. If we're in an area where we're not doing that creation and we're only doing the consuming, it's gonna feel like we never are satisfied with our own clothes, our own wardrobes, our own outfits, and that we need to go out and shop and buy more and be able to replicate other people's outfits exactly, when that's not actually the case. Often you have everything you need in your existing wardrobe. You have all the pieces that you really need to create the outfits that you want to, but you're not exercising that creative muscle. You're not exercising that outfit muscle, and you're not actually trying to create things from your existing wardrobe. I would recommend scheduling out a day or a half day to do this and to have a little bit of fun. You could even do it with friends, or you could just do it by yourself. Put on some music, grab yourself a drink, and just go through your wardrobe and bring things out. Pair things together that you never would have paired together before. Clash prints, clash textures, pair a skirt with a top that you usually wouldn't do. If you usually do a tight skirt and an oversized top, reverse that and see if you can do a maxi billowy skirt with a tight top, or do an oversized piece with an oversized piece and really lean into that baggy on baggy trend. Just pair things together and get creative, and you'll be surprised at what you come up with. And actually, sometimes it's all you need to fall back in love with the clothes and the wardrobe that you already own. The second reason that you might be hating on your wardrobe is that you're neglecting your basics. And this happened to me. I didn't realize it at the time, but this was one of the main reasons why I was struggling to get dressed, despite having a wardrobe full of beautiful clothes. I am naturally drawn to fun colours, frilly blouses, suede jackets, interesting patterns, and as beautiful as those clothes are, you also need the staples, the building blocks, the foundations of everyday outfits to layer those more extravagant pieces on top of. And that's what I was missing. So if you're like me and you love to buy a statement jacket or a frilly blouse, actually check in with yourself and see whether you have the basics covered first. And if you don't, prioritize those before you go out and find those extravagant one-off special pieces. As you might have suspected, this is where today's sponsor comes in, Organic Basics. as the name would suggest, make some of the best basics on the market. They are a small, sustainable brand, they use recycled materials, and they offer just a range of really comfortable, simple pieces that you can use as the foundations of your outfits. My personal favourite is their Re-Smooth range. I love the bodysuits. I have two now. I have a chocolate brown colour. I wore this on Instagram the other day and so many of you messaged me to ask me where it was from because you loved this rich, warm, chocolatey brown. Totally agree, it's one of my favourite colours they do. I also have the sage green, which again is a beautiful toned down, muted green. Gorgeous, looks gorgeous with pink. I have so much pink in my wardrobe and I think pink and green is a match made in heaven. I love these bodysuits. They're seamless, they're actually really supportive, they're comfortable to wear. I get mine in a size medium, they run really true to size. I also have a skirt from them. This was a little bit out of my comfort zone, I have to admit, and it's this jersey knitted fabric, beautiful black maxi skirt, stretchy, comfortable. I love working from home in this because it looks so elegant, so put together, but it is so comfortable to wear, much more comfortable than jeans. So if you do need a refresh on your basics, or like me, you were neglecting your basics and you need to actually update your wardrobe with a few new pieces that you can use as the foundation, as the building blocks of your more interesting outfits, then I would highly recommend Organic Basics. I do have a discount code with them. It doesn't expire, so you don't need to rush out and buy things immediately, and I really appreciate that as well. I will leave it in the description box of this video as well as on screen, and because it doesn't expire, I will also leave it in the description box of future videos. So if ever you are at a point where you need to get a couple of new basics, then you can go and use that discount code to get 10% off. The third reason that you hate your wardrobe is, I think, one of the most obvious reasons, and that is that your wardrobe is a mess. I don't care how many beautiful clothes you have, I don't care how many amazing vintage pieces or designer pieces or beautiful items you have. If it's all a jumble and you can't find anything and it's a struggle each day to find anything at all to wear, then inevitably you're going to grab whatever's on the floor, whatever's closest, and just put that on. So I really want you to imagine and to think of your wardrobe as your own boutique, as your own little independent shop that you can go to each morning and you can shop your wardrobe, you can pick out an outfit, you can enjoy browsing your rail, and it doesn't matter how small of a wardrobe you have. As I said, I've got a tiny little wardrobe and I live in a quite small house, but I've curated it to be like a little boutique, and I go into it each morning, I can pick out something from my rail. I have most of my knitwear folded very neatly in one of these baskets so I know where it is. I have my skirts and trousers in another basket. I even have some of my shoes in a basket as well. I also keep my jewellery with my clothes and my handbags with my clothes as well, so I can literally pick out a full outfit without having to leave this little section of my bedroom. And again, it just means that I don't neglect accessories, I don't forget to put on jewellery, because it's all there in front of me, it's all beautifully displayed, and it feels like a real treat and a luxury to choose my outfit each day. So spend some time organising, and whichever way it works best for you. It doesn't have to be in this really visually, kind of aesthetically appealing way. If that doesn't suit you, maybe what's important to you is organisation, and actually you just want to use those plastic bins that aren't the most pretty things in the world, but you want to label them up, you want to have everything really clearly organised, and that's going to help you to find the pieces that you want and to get dressed each day. Whatever works for you. Personally, for me, I love to look, I'm very visual, so I love to look at everything on display, and again, it almost feels like I'm going, you know when Cezanne have that wall of knitwear, or they have all of their jewellery beautifully hung on the wall, it kind of feels like my version of that. I feel like number 4 on my list is perhaps the most controversial. I feel like I have some more controversial opinions around this topic, and it's that you never break your own rules. And what I'm talking about here is this rise in this very kind of strict way we look at fashion in 2024. I feel like rules keep popping up, new rules, new methods to follow in order to get dressed or in order to find your personal style. And although they can be helpful if you're starting from scratch, I feel like colour seasons, body types, body analysis, these different aesthetics on TikTok that you find, it can be helpful to people who are fairly clueless, maybe who are quite beginner and want to start from scratch. But for everyone else, I feel like they can be really restricting sometimes, and they can actually prevent you from knowing what to wear. It's almost like too much information can be a bad thing. And I'll use color analysis as a specific example because this is the one I have the most problems with. Although I totally agree that color analysis can be a helpful tool and it can help you to shop more wisely, shop more intentionally, feel better in your outfits, totally agree with that. I feel like, again, there's a line, a bit like with my first point with the consuming and the creating. There's a line you can cross where actually it just starts to get a little bit unhelpful. And I see this a lot on the Facebook groups I'm a part of, in Instagram DMs when I'm chatting to people. People have their colour season done and suddenly they feel like they have to chuck out everything black in their wardrobe, or they love pink but now they can only wear this one specific tone of pink that's warm or cool or just right. And I see it a lot. I see people commenting and saying, oh my god, I love this Suzanne top, I've fallen in love with this top, but it's a cool toned purple, not a warm toned purple, and it's not going to look right on me. And I just think that is not what colour season should be doing for you. It shouldn't be restricting you so much that you feel like you have to chuck out everything in your wardrobe, or you can never buy a piece that you've fallen in love with because it's not the exact shade of the colour that you need. I really don't think that's too helpful, and I feel like you need to sometimes break these rules in order to make the best outfits. It's a little bit like the wrong shoe theory, right? Actually, the wrong choice or the incorrect choice can make an outfit better and can give us more freedom to actually pair things together and not worry about whether they go or not. Brown and black, love that combination. Navy and black, I love that combination. Oversized on oversized, unflattering clothing, love it. I feel like all of these rules are designed to be broken sometimes. So don't be too strict with things like color analysis and body types. Wear things that don't suit your body, wear things that are unflattering, wear things that are not in your color season if you love them. And I feel like that's gonna make you relax a little bit more and enjoy fashion more, because I feel like it's gotten so serious in 2024. And I might be the only one who thinks this, but I just feel like there are so many rules now, so many don't wear this, don't wear that, don't wear this color, don't do that, that it just becomes a little bit like a job and not something that should be fun and a hobby and a creative way to express yourself. We've made it to number 5 on the list, and number 5 is that you might be in denial. And what I mean by this is you might be buying things. Did I mention this earlier in the video? I can't remember. But one of the things I think is often the case is there are certain items in our wardrobes that we love to buy and we hate to wear. And for me, I'll go and grab the item for you, because this is an item that, again, I love to buy, never wear. Let me know what it is for you, because I feel like we all have at least one item in our wardrobe that we love to buy, and we buy so much, but we never end up wearing them. Mine are belts. I love belts. They're so pretty. I feel like, oh, this is going to elevate an outfit without having to buy new clothes. It's an accessory. They last forever. They age really beautifully if they're leather. Do I ever wear these belts? Not very often. They're uncomfortable. I can't be bothered most of the time. They're unnecessary. I don't usually need a belt for, practical reasons. It's more for aesthetic reasons. I probably won't wear them, but I love to buy them. I love pretty Suzanne belts especially. These two are my Suzanne belts. I've worn both of these probably twice, maybe 3 times at a push, and I love them, and I will keep them because, as I said, they do last pretty much forever. But I just never wear them. So I feel like I'm in a little bit of denial when I buy these. And look, I've got loads and they're all in brown tones. I love them. I love the idea of them. I love looking at other people wearing belts. I love what they do to an outfit. But do I wear them 99% of the time? No. So think about what this is for you and really be honest with yourself. It can be quite uncomfortable to think about these things, to think about all of the money you've spent on items that you actually aren't wearing. Maybe it's dresses for you. I know a lot of people love the idea of buying beautiful dresses and they're so pretty and special, but actually, in your head deep down, you're a shorts and a t-shirt or jeans and a t-shirt or trousers and a shirt kind of girl, and actually those dresses go unworn and unloved. Maybe it's occasion wear. Ooh, occasion wear is a good one. I feel like a lot of people spend a a lot of money on special event dresses or suits, and actually they get worn maybe once a year, and actually be better spending that money on your day-to-day wardrobe and maybe renting an occasion dress as well. I feel that too. I love to buy like a beautiful wedding guest dress and then I wear it once. So yeah, really think about the categories in your wardrobe that you love to buy, hate to wear, and stop buying them. And I know that's easier said than done, but at least the first step to recovery is honesty, admitting to yourself that actually these aren't necessarily the best purchases for you and your wardrobe, and are not what is going to make you wear the clothes you already own the most. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I do try and think of tips in these videos that not everyone has said before. There's a lot of this content on YouTube and I feel like it can be quite repetitive. So I do really try and think of things that I haven't heard everyone else say. So hopefully you've taken at least one thing that you can apply to your own wardrobe, your own life, you can reflect on, and hopefully improve the way you see your wardrobe, the way you use your wardrobe, love your wardrobe, and as a result, your outfits and your style as well. If you did appreciate the video, a like would go a really long way to helping me out. Thank you again to Organic Basics for sponsoring this video. Again, that discount code will be in the description box, along with the items that I have showed today and my sizing as well, just for reference. I will also leave some videos on screen if you would like to continue watching. Otherwise, I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!